So Winfield's theory and Salmond's theory. The major difference between them two, Winfield's theory is called your law of Tort and Salmond's theory is called law of Torts. Now let's try to understand what is the major difference between what they both are saying. So Winfield's theory, he says that all unjustifiable harm can be a tort unless justified by law. What is he saying? Winfield is saying that all unjustifiable harm can be a tort unless justified by law. So he's saying anything can be a tort, right? He's saying if there is any unjustifiable harm done by one person to another person and it is in no way, in no section, no statute, no common law principle being justified that I was justified in hitting this person, I was justified in killing this person, until unless it is justified by law, his theory says that all unjustifiable harm is torts. How broad his approach is, right? How broad his approach becomes here. That all unjustifiable harm is a tort. This is what Winfield is saying. So his approach expands the scope of tort law that we understand. Secondly, he says that any wrongful act that causes harm should be actionable unless there is a legal justification. So that means that he's ready to cover any new violations, any new things that are coming up, like if there is a data privacy violation, if there is cyber law. These were not at the time when they were discussing these things. Now any new law that is coming, that means we can fit it into Winfield's theory, because he's left his approach so wide that his theory says that you can include anything that causes harm. So any new law, it can be included in your Winfield's theory, right? In some points, we will just summarize what Winfield is saying. First point, he's saying that torts are not limited to a fixed list. Torts not limited to a fixed list. This is his first point in his theory, that there is no fixed list for torts. Second point, he's saying that his theory encourages justice for victim, because since he's including everything in his purview, any unjustifiable harm, that means it encourages justice for victim. Then third point is that it is based on principle of fairness, right? Some wrong has been done to me, I will go to Winfield. Any wrong has been done to me, my feelings are hurt, anything that has not been still categorized into a category of a tort law, I will go to Winfield, sir, right? He says that any unjustifiable harm come to me, I will protect you under my theory. Okay, so this is your law of tort, this is your Winfield's theory. We will discuss what does Salmond says. Salmond says torts are only those wrongs specifically recognized by law. Salmond is saying that only those wrongs that are specifically recognized by law, law has said that this is a law, only those wrongs are included in the law of torts. That's why we say law of tort here, and here we say law of torts. Now Salmond, he argues that law should not be open-ended. Law should not be open-ended. Why? Because there should be a legal certainty. He says, अगर हम सब कुछ include कर देंगे, if we include everything, then there will not be a legal certainty. Law should not be open-ended. You cannot say you will include everything. There should be a fixed list. That's what Salmond is saying. Second, he is saying only well-defined wrongs should be included in the law of torts. Like your negligence, your defamation, only these should be actionable. We cannot say anything, everything will be included in your law of torts. And then what his theory also has some implication, and Winfield's theory also has some implication. Now, he's saying there should be some legal certainty. There is logic in his arguments as well. Second, he says this will prevent excessive litigation. We want to prevent excessive litigation. His theory is inclined towards preventing excessive litigation. He says that if you come for every harm, then everyone will go to the court. That he just said something to me, I am not happy with it. He hurts my feeling, I am not happy with it, and you'll try to fit it in your law of torts and try to get compensation out of it. So Salmond also has some logic in his points. Third, he says that there should be fixed categories. Winfield was saying no fixed list. Here, Salmond says there should be a fixed category. Only recognized torts will apply and no expansion should be there unless they are legislated. If the law has decided, okay, this wrong will also be included, then I will take it under my theory.